Now we are going to read the next part of the story. She looked at Siddha and said, who is she? Here she is Mrs. Sivasankar, the wife of Mr. Sivasankar. Already you have come to know that Mr. Sivasankar is not getting to a final conclusion. So naturally, he called his wife, and his wife came into the scene. She looked at Siddha. Siddha, the would-be servant, right? And said, he does not seem to me worse than the others we have had. Look, he does not seem. Who is he? Here he is Siddha. Does not seem to me means to Mrs. Sivasankar. Worse. Look at the degree. Worse means kharap. তাকে দেখে মনে হচ্ছে না খারাপ than the others. অন্যান্যদের থেকে we have had আমাদের যে ভৃত্যগুলো আছে. That means Mr. and Mrs. Sivasankar, they had already a few more servants to serve in the house. And Mrs. Sivasankar is actually making a comparison. And she is telling that, okay, she is not telling that, yes, Siddha is better or Siddha is good. To her, it's okay. Leela. Their 5-year-old daughter came out. Leela. Now Leela coming into the scene. Leela. Their 5-year-old daughter. So how old is Leela? 5-year-old. Came out. So now she came into the scene. A little girl looked at Siddha and gave a cry of joy. Gave a cry of joy. So she, as a little kid, having had a look at this new man, gave a cry of joy. Oh, father, she said, I like him. I like him. That means Leela liked Siddha. The little girl, she got a very new fish before her, and it's actually whimsicality of the little girl. She said, I like him. Don't send him away. Don't send him away. That means don't reject him. Take him. Let us keep him in our house. Let us keep him in our house. Chalo, okay, amra badite rekhe di. And that decided it. So that liking of Leela made Mr. and Mrs. Sivasankar finalize the decision. So actually, it might have not been so easier, but the like of Leela made it quite simpler. Now, the terms and conditions to be settled with Siddha. Siddha was given 2 meals a day and 4 rupee a month. 2 meals a day. That means in Indian custom, in Bengali we say dubela khabar. And a 4 rupee a month. So salary would be 4 rupee per month. In which, so in return of that, he washed clothes. Look at the assignment given to Siddha. Washed clothes, tended the garden. Tended means porichorja kora. Yes, looked after. Ran errands. 5 farmers kata. Ei okhane ja, ekhane ja, eta niye ota niye. Chopped woods. Chopped means tukro kore kata. Woods cut. In those days, woods used as fuel to cook food. And the final work, the most important work, is to look after Leela. Leela ki dekhashona korte hobe. That was the assignment. So the terms and conditions of the service, yes, Siddha was given 4 rupee a month and 2 meals a day. And in return of that, Siddha had to do the works like washing clothes, tending the garden, running errands, chopped woods, and to look after Leela. So this is actually the initial stage of the story. Now, Siddha has been appointed as the servant of Mr. and Mrs. Sivasankir's house. Look what Siddha is going to do. Siddha, come and play. Leela would cry. Siddha, come and play. Look, the tone of Leela is just like the tone of a little kid. She has no sense of superior, inferior, like those things. To her, Siddha is just like a companion. Siddha, come and play. Chalo, kheli. এরকম একটা. And Siddha had to drop any work he might be doing and run to her. Siddha had to drop. Drop means give up. যা কাজ হাতে থাকবে ফেলে দিতে হবে এবং তার কথা মতো দৌড়াতে হবে. As she stood in the front garden with a red ball in her hand. So where was Siddha waiting to play? In the front garden. বাড়ির সামনে একটা বাগান আছে, তো সেখানে দাঁড়িয়ে আছে with a red ball in her hand. হাতে একটা লাল বল নিয়ে. His company made her supremely happy. Whose company? The company of Siddha made Leela supremely happy. Why? It's because Leela got a friend to play with her. Leela got a mate to be with her. That is why the company of Siddha made her supremely happy. She flung the ball at him and he flung it back. So they used to play with the red ball like catching. So she used to throw the ball at Siddha and Siddha used to catch it, and Siddha used to throw it back. And suddenly, out of whimsicality, she said, and then she said, now throw the ball into the sky. So it's the little girl's whimsicality. Now throw the ball into the sky. So look at the acting, look at the gesture Siddha is doing in order to make the little girl supremely happy. Siddha clutched the ball. Siddha ballটাকে চেপে ধরলো, clutched the ball. Closed his eyes for a second. Closed his eyes for a second. সেকেন্ডের জন্য চোখটা বন্ধ করলো, as if putting the highest concentration, and threw the ball into the sky. So this little bit of acting was done in order to make the little girl happy. So if you do it in a very machine-like way, isn't it? Then certainly the little girls would never be happy. So you need to do a little bit of acting, caricature, comical gesture just to make the little girl happy. So Siddha did that, and when the ball came down again, he said, now this has touched the moon and come. Look at the little bit of fantasy Siddha is creating. These are the little tricks. If you want to make little girls happy, then you need to play a little bit of trick. এটা রূপকথার টাচ দিতে হবে. তো সিদ্ধা ইজ গিভিং দ্য টাচ. সে কি বলল? যে বলটা চাঁদকে ছুঁয়ে ফিরে এসছে. ইউ সি আ লিটল বিট অফ মুন স্টিকিং. দেখো একটু চাঁদ তার ছোঁয়া বলের গায়ে আটকে আছে. স্টিকিং মানে চিপকে আটকে আছে. আ লিটল বিট অফ মুন স্টিকিং. Leela keenly examined the ball for the traces of the moon and said, Leela keenly examined the ball. Keenly means very attentively, very eagerly. বলটাকে এক্সামিন করছে কেন? ফর দ্য ট্রেসেস অফ দ্য মুন. ট্রেসেস মানে চিহ্ন, মার্কস, কোথায় চাঁদ লেগে আছে. And said, I don't see it. You must be very quick about it, said Siddha. তোমাকে চটপট করতে হবে. You must be very quick about it, because it will all evaporate and go back to the moon. Otherwise, the trace of the moon will immediately evaporate. Means turn to vapor and go back to the moon. he covered the ball tightly with his fingers and allowed her to peep through a little gap. ও কী করলো? কভার দ্য বল টাইটলি, বলটাকে চেপে ধরলো শক্ত করে এবং একটুখানি ফাঁক করলো। কেন? সো দ্যাট লীলা কুড peep through it. Why? Again that kind of comic caricature acting. কেন? In order to create a little bit of fantasy so that this little girl will believe that, oh, these are all true things. You know, just to make the little girl happy. So look, the servant Siddha, he had the art to make a little girl happy. And these are the little things that actually made Siddha more attached to Leela and vice versa, Leela to Siddha. Ah, yes, said Leela, I see the moon. There is no moon actually. The little girl, she got a little bit of conviction somehow and she said, I see the moon. But is the moon very wet? Chand ki khub bhijeche. Actually, the sweat of the hand of Siddha made the ball wet. Siddhar হাতের ঘাম বলটাকে একটু ভিজিয়ে দিয়েছে। Is the moon very wet? Certainly it is, Siddha said. Certainly it is. Siddha বলল, হ্যাঁ নিশ্চয়ই। What is in the sky, Siddha? আকাশে কি আছে, Siddha? So to any little girl, the sky is a bit of curious things. We all in our childhood had the fantasy that the gods live in the sky full of stars, all these things. So these are sky fantasy. So in order to meet that curiosity, Leela asked, what is there in the sky? Why did Leela ask? Because to Leela, she had the belief that Siddha knew everything. Siddha is a magical person. He had the knowledge of everything. And Siddha with the master, he said, answer, God, he said. মানে আকাশে ভগবান আছে। If we stand on the roof and stretch our arms, can we touch the sky? Another curiosity. দেখো, if we stand on the roof, যদি ছাদে দাঁড়াই and stretch our hand, হাতটা বাড়াই, can we touch the sky? তাই না, ছোটোবেলায় আমাদের ফ্যান্টাসি থাকে, the sky seems to be a dome over our head and we can touch it. We want all to touch the sky. It's very, very skyrocketing ambition. So Siddha, what he is saying, look, now if we stand on the roof here, he said, যদি আমরা ছাদে দাঁড়াই, he said, not if we stand on the roof, যদি আমরা ছাদে দাঁড়াই, not আমরা পারবো না। Why? Then certainly Leela would say, okay, go to the roof and let me touch the sky. So Siddha is very clever. He is presenting an impossible thing, but if we stand on the coconut tree, you can touch the sky. Look, to climb a coconut tree is quite impossible. So Siddha knew that Leela could not make such a demand. So not by standing on the roof and stretching the hand we can touch the sky, rather we can touch the sky if we climb the coconut tree and stand on the top of it. So it's quite impossible fit to Leela. That is why Leela said, have you done it? Asked Leela, have you done it? Yes, many times. Look, again that kind of comical caricature. Yes, many times. So Siddha is appearing to be a hero of the Disney world. রূপকথার একটা নায়কের মতো। He knows everything, he can do anything. That kind of attitude Siddha is actually taking upon him. Whenever there is a big moon, I climb the coconut tree and touch it. সে এমন করছে যে ব্যাপারটা কোনো কিছুই না, যখন তখন করে। যখনই চাঁদ পূর্ণিমা হয়, there is a big moon means পূর্ণিমা হয়, I climb a coconut tree and touch it. আমি নারকেল গাছে উঠি and touch it. Does the moon know you? So to little Leela, moon is a kind of personified thing. Then আমরাও ছোটোবেলায় চাঁদকে মামা বলতাম। Does the moon know you? চাঁদ কি তোমাকে চেনে? Yes, very well. Now come with me, I shall show you something nice. Come with me, আমার সঙ্গে এসো, I will show you something nice. আমি তোমাকে আরেকটা ম্যাজিক দেখাবো। Okay, that's for second unit. So we are going to read the story unit by unit so that you can grasp it quite easily. That's for tonight. Good night and goodbye.